Okay. Hey guys. This is awkward because we are starting we are checking out a mod list for Fallout called Cosmoem. And I thought I
I
was
practiced
recording.
law.
Oh,
I made sure everyone got a fair trial, that they didn't get rolled over by the system. I did what had to be done. It kind of occupied most of my time. There were problems, but it was home, you know? I was used to it. Blue skies, green grass, clean streets. A nice home with a bunch of silly appliances. Friendly neighbors. Not like now. Not at all. It's the same old thing. People fighting each other instead of working together. Everything going to hell, but no one doing anything about it. I can feel it wash over me. Fear. More. More never changes.
oh my goodness. Yeah, bro. I'm looking at you, man. You looking at me. I'm looking at you. What's going on? Where's the lady? She was just talking. You know we got to do a female playthrough now because that's who was talking. Here, I'm gonna change your face. Here, let's lighten you up a little bit. Make you more like me. Oh, if I made you more like me, it'd probably be like that. Yeah, we're gonna
There's
do
my
that.
strapping husband.
Oh, look, she talking to us still. I just don't see her. I'm a little intrigued now. All right.
Hey, my turn,
Oh,
big guy.
dang, she jumped right in there too. She like, whoa, out of the. Oh my god, that's what happened. All right, let's look for a look. Let's see what. Oh, all right, Geneva. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Scarlet, Scarlet, Scarlet. Okay, obviously those were probably all right. Now, you guys have to forgive me, but I'm gonna have to find. Um. Okay, Riley. Oh gosh, Kessler's not. Definitely not one. So obviously the hair is gonna really mess with us. Um. Nisha. Okay. Valerie. Don't like Valerie. Don't like Bunny. All right, Mackenzie. Now I'm not a fan, man. All right, Mags. Sierra. Okay. God dang, you look scared, babe. May. All right, Kasumi. Ooh, goodness gracious, and it's not a good one either. I think it's the hair that's messing us up. So we got to keep going until something. Is it me or is it just something about the forehead and the chin and it's just not setting right with me. Roxy. Oh my god, Roxy. Okay, so problem that we're running into right now is you see how it gets stuck? So let's go to body real quick. See if we can come back. Roxy's got a booty on her though, that's for certain. All right. Um oh god. All right. Yeah, thank you for showing us. Thank you for showing that I was right. All right. Can we add? Oh, we sure can. All right. Too bad they don't have like one of those full body things. Just say, hey, here's just for the lazy, for us lazy folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Um. Well, first of all, I can't tell you if I thought this was a SF, safe for work thing. So I can't. I don't know. I don't know, but so we're just gonna pick them and hope, you know, and hope. Okay, so left arm. We don't want butterfly. We want. I can't tell. Okay, we'll just go with that. Right arm. Right arm. Can I get an arm? Oh, there it is. Do we want tribal or rose dagger? Okay, rose dagger. Let's do it. Okay. Nope. What am I doing? Nope. Nope. Left leg. Right leg. All right, we got back, left arm, right arm. All right, let's get the tummy. Um, we'll grab that. We'll grab that. And then these are usually, yeah. See the belly. Always grab that one. I don't know why I do. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. All right, we're gonna accept. We're gonna accept. We're gonna try. Do you see how it's like kind of stuck in the last thing you did type thing as opposed to trying to, right? So if I go to extras, you can see we can add in some extra stuff, right? Even though I can't see it. Yeah, see. So what I'm gonna do, God dang it. Yeah. See, I can't even mess with the hair. That's the part. That's the part that kind of sucks. All right. F it. Let's go ahead and. This is not what we're gonna end with, for sure. All right. What was her name? I don't even remember now. Okay, you know what we're gonna do then? If I can't remember her name, I can't even remember a single name that we actually did look at, right? We're just gonna keep it real. Mara Brooks. Okay. So they're using the traditional 21 points. Holy cow, we got no luck at all. All right, so there we go. That's how we'll roll. Okay. I don't even know. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact Cheat Terminal is not part of it. Why? Because we didn't get any pop up on screen that said, hey, thank you for installing Cheat Terminal. That means we can't do a daggone thing that we want to do in this game. Why do I say that? Because we, the way we play, we loot everything. Everything. And unless we got like mods to add in, like for Skyrim, backpacks and bandoliers, for Fallout, dimensional chest or backpacks, or cheat terminal, we have no way of storing all that stuff. All right. Duh. I can't even see. We don't have TSS MSR. That's my jam. I don't play without that one. But the first thing I wanted to do was just get this up and rolling and seeing. The blue isn't bothering me so bad. Okay. All right, so we're not getting attacked. This is us again. You know what? Someone has to explain to me this whole camera thing. All right, I'm gonna put this away. All right, explain to me the camera. Right now, I like so far how back it is. Right, but as soon as I pull a weapon out, right, all of a sudden it's like, okay, really? That's how we're doing it? Seriously? I mean, I can't even see my weapon. So, okay. At least I got my cursor, right? You know, but now I do understand. I know. Most of the time, this is made, you know, probably made for mouse and keyboard, you know? All right, hold on. Let's take a look. Let's back out. Okay. You're seeing the first issue here? Right? Your Pip-Boy has been replaced. What did I replace it with? I'm gonna say. Okay. Alright. Apparel. We got armor. We got the Vault suit. We got wedding ring. And that is about it. We got some medicine. What do we got? Stim packs. Drinks. We got purified water. Uh-huh. So we got this, and then working fridges. Seriously. Uninstall working yeah. And then package management. This menu is disabled on the Pip-Boy. Use this holotape at the terminal to access this functionality. I don't know what it is, but okay. And then we got ball peen hammer. I believe that's what we just picked up. So that's all we got, right? All right. Basically, you want me to play in first person is what I infer from how this works, right? Because if you wanted me to play, or if you didn't care if I played in first person or third person, you wouldn't have janked up my camera so badly. So I assume, right, that the idea is you need to play in first person. So normally I like to put in, you know, one mod I like, and as I'm learning about the whole modding process and everything, that I do want to test at some point by putting it back in, is immersive containers. Immersive containers might still have a place in my loadouts. It just has to be placed properly. And then one of the things that I have discovered is with these mod lists, it is more important where you place a lot of these mods, where you place anything you add with Fallout 4 than it is with, say, Skyrim. A lot of times the mods that I add at Skyrim, I just let them sit at the bottom of the load list and they're fine. They don't mess with what I already have. At least I'm not noticing any major issues. But with Fallout, there's definitely issues. Definitely major issues. So if you're going to add something to the list, you guys know what I was looking for. Sometimes there's a stink bug in there, man. Sometimes people like throw something at you and then boom, right? When I first came out of the vault, what was the first thing we were looking for? Let's duck, let's get ready to shoot something. Because you know, right? Wasteland Genesis. Holy cow. You almost have to put yourself in God mode just to survive coming out of the vault. It is crazy. I'm still not trusting that there isn't something in here. All right. Okay. All right. Now, part of me actually, I am enjoying the feel. Does that make sense? I am enjoying the feel of this and how things are looking, how things look. I mean, because it doesn't look like because we haven't really drastically changed a lot. And I like that. I like the minimalist approach to at least this area. Right? I don't like being popped right out of the vault. Okay? For people like myself, right? That's about 45 minutes. 45 minutes of gameplay, you just robbed me up. Okay? Just so you know. Don't like being popped right out of the vault. Okay. I'm just checking out the area, just seeing what's going on. I'm going to look down here real quick. Just overlook. I like, if this is really what it looks like, I do like that. See me, I am more, I don't like the overgrown look. I like the sparse, withered look better. Right? So this feels more like a desolate type area that, because nothing's growing. Well, I mean, there's two concepts, right? Or two ways to think about it. One is, well, yeah, everything's overgrown now, right? Because there's nobody tending to it, and there's not a lot of people trampling through. The reason why nature doesn't overtake or overgrow certain areas like cities and things like that, because there's people constantly traipsing through it all the time, right? So that keeps it from overgrowing. So if you look at like movies like I Am Legend, right? Not to bring up Will Smith, but I Am Legend, everything's overgrown. Grass is overgrowing, everything like that. Even in the game Last of Us, a lot of the areas, a lot of the grass and trees and everything have grown out of control and have overgrown the cities. So that is one approach. The other approach is this, right? Is, well, are you still getting the same climate, right? That nuclear fallout, has it impacted your climate as well? Do you have the same kind of climate to nurture and feed the trees? And also, what did that nuclear fallout do to your flora and fauna, right? Is the nuclear fallout something that grass and trees can thrive in? Maybe it's not. So as they die out and wither away, you're going to have more sparse, desolate type area. So either way, you isn't wrong, right? As long as you have the right narrative. As long as you apply the right narrative to it, right? There's a reason why everything's like either overgrown or why everything is so desolate, so sparse, so why the grass is all gone. So Not bad, not bad. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time trying to, like I said, normally and usually what I would do is if you spawn me outside, right? What I'll do is I'll head back inside, right? Because if I got my mods in place, my mods, then I'll go back inside and collect my loot that I didn't get a chance to collect before. But since I haven't added any mods, then I'm not worried about going back inside to collect anything. I'm gonna look down this way. What I'm looking for is the Enclave bunker. And basically to see if that might be part of this mod list. It might not be. Sometimes you don't notice it until you notice it. I don't see anything. I don't see anything here. I'd expect it to be somewhere along here. Not to say it isn't there, it just means I don't see it. When I look here, best of 3, listen to vault-tec distress signal, which means more than likely, I'm thinking it is here. Let's look over here. Let's go.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
Help!
Oh, dang.
They're gonna kill me.
Okay, that's not the Enclave stuff.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, how far down is it? Is it right? Is that it? That's weird. What I was expecting it is to point us to a cave down here, but not sure what that, like I said, I don't know what that one is going to lead us to. All right, yeah, combination punch, sweater and vest. Oh, look at this. I just noticed that. There's doors. Oh, it's okay now. All right. That's way different. Oh, shoot. I mean, oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Again. All right, one thing you've probably noticed, I've picked up basically everything I've seen so far. All right. Ooh. Couldn't make up his mind which shelf he wanted to be on. Same here. And that's probably because the shelf would have been here, and then one across here, and then maybe one in here. So, yeah. Okay. Plastic plate. All right. Now, when the way we would normally do this, and this is how I do Sanctuary. Then I would head over here. So I'd investigate that house first, because that's the first one I come up on. Then I would investigate in here. Although there's a door, look at what is, oh my goodness. Although there's a door, I'm not surprised, or I still expect The uh-oh. I don't think I can access it because it might be, yeah. Okay. And then cigar. Okay.
If I only had a bobby pin.
I don't have a bobby pin. See, there you go, right there. Right before you open the, right in that same room, the last room with the overseer, before you open up the last tunnel, you can get a bobby pin right there from that little cabinet. So now we don't have a bobby pin. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. The screwdriver still there? Access it. Keep missing it. There it is. All right. I'm running here. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Hello? Is Miko there? All right. Let's see. Uh-huh. Interesting. Interesting. Solid wall here. All right. Get rid of the bomb. Okay.
Don't have
No
any bobby
picks.
pins.
God dang it. And you can't. This ain't just for the zero. All right. 0. 2. All right. So we'll do one last try here. Still 2. That really doesn't help us out at all, but okay. All right. We'll take it. There you go. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. No, no. Are you serious? Alright. Just hoping for tries reset. I don't see any more. See, I was hoping that this one and this one would connect together and close it out for you. We already hit that one up. All right, we only got one more try, and I can't find the tries reset, which is weird because usually I have no trouble finding that one right off the bat. Then I get annoyed because it's like, man, you reset my tries before I used any. Okay. Alright. So what's left? Code. Loan. I guess we're just gonna have to go with code and yellow it.
Yes.
Alright. Wasn't looking. I wasn't looking to do anything else with it. Just, man, it would be nice to have some bobby pins. At least one. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Dang, man. Why you gonna be like that? Jump at me? Yeah, I don't even know what level I don't know what to do here. This is new. And of course it's gonna be empty. Alright. Okay. Hello? Hello? This is very interesting. Alright, so this one's just gonna pop through that door. Come on out. Alright, I'll let you out. Come on. Hello? I didn't shoot him. Are you running away? Come on out. Be a big one. Actually scared me. I was expecting him over here. And he was over there just running right at me. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, dang. Sure be nice to have some. Let it go, John. Just let it go. Oh, I knew what I was supposed to do that I've been forgetting to do. Oh, that's all I had, huh? All right. All right, let's check our settings. I don't want to. Oh, dang. No wonder. I didn't know. I didn't look. You know what I'm saying? All right, all the good stuff on. All right. Oh shoot. All right. I know. I know. Now we can't save. Maybe I should have saved before I did that. That would have been a smarter move. But hey. A bobby pin. We got like how many? How many did we get? Well, you know what we're doing? You know what we're doing? Hello? Alright. Let's see if we got any kind of skill for this. Oh, come on.
Sweet.
Ooh. Alright. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's gonna be? Alright. So there's another one over there, but we're not going over there. Okay, give me this. Alright, so first things first. Here's, oh, come on now. We got bats. Alright, I love bats. Oh, shoot. Why are we missing? Because I suck. Uh-oh. Alright, if we die, it's your fault. I bet it's because we do like a quarter damage, and they do like twice as much damage to us. Stop ducking! Come on out! I can't aim. I'm gonna use up all my bullets. All my ammo's gonna go away. Why am I like? I'm gonna run up to the window. Can I? Am I just? Oh, are the windows like bulletproof? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you saying not only are the windows like still there, they're bulletproof? And they can't get out. They can't come out after us. You see? Oh, look, he tried. What if he was able to get through? Nice. Nice. Yeah, you're going to bounce around. Woo! Okay, here. I only got 2 waters. Only got 2 waters. Where's the other one? Are you stuck? Oh, they might be stuck in their rooms. They are stuck in their rooms. They are so stuck in their rooms. Why? Because that saves me. That saves me. I only have to take one at a time. Okay. Close that, please. Only have to. One at a time. Hey, buddy. Ow. Ow. Come on, man. That hurts. What did I do to you? Are you telling me? There is glass there. Bulletproof glass. Holy cow. Alright. Where's my safe? God dang it. Alright.
That's it.
take it all. All right. We got some. So this is a little bit different. A little bit different. So what I'm expecting here in these, I'm not expecting really to find anything here, right? So, and it's interesting. And what I'm finding kind of interesting about it is that it is kind of, and I'm trying to find the right way to put it. For me, it just comes across. It's kind of like the heavy-handed way of saying, yeah, we're gonna get rid of the whole settlement system, not worry about it, and just, you know, make it one less thing you have to worry about, at least for Sanctuary. I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious. Seriously? Can't. Hopefully there's not a duffel bag up there. Or I'll be making some sort of ramp or ladder to get back up there to get that. There's loot up. There was loot up there. Alright, let's see. We have to come out here and harvest anything and everything that's lootable or harvestable. I don't remember. I don't think there's actually anything in the house there. I think this is our last set of combatants that we need to trouble ourselves with. It is very interesting and kind of different. Oh shoot, he scared the crap out of me. Ow! Ow! Oh, that's my blood I'm shooting at. Seriously? Seriously? You gonna treat a brother like that? Well, a sister like that? It's gonna in my head, man. See, that is why I should never have a gun in my hand. Although I did have to qualify for pistols while I was in the service. I still, personally, would not put one in my hands. Because I will shoot you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Got it.
Alright, we'll take that stuff. Alright. Ready? Dang, how many daggone shots, man? Oh gosh. I need to rest. I need to rest from my poor abilities. Anything in there? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Luckily that was still accessible. Alright, take that. Should look to see what's my ooh, 115 is my carry weight. Uh-huh. So back to the whole, like I said, it's the brute force approach to, hey, you know what? Settlement system was flawed or just didn't go over as well. People didn't care for it or whatever. So let's kind of remove that. I mean, that's the sense I'm getting. Me, I didn't mind it at all. I didn't care. You know what I mean? Yeah, raising settlements and building out elaborate things, settlements was not my thing, right? It wasn't something that I got into or even cared about. So, so does it hurt my heart to see it go? A little, yeah, because it's such a, in my opinion, it's such a jarring change to the idea and the what makes Fallout 4, right? It's quite jarring. Now, again, we'll probably be able to we're gonna have to, right? We'll be able to supposedly, it looks like the only thing you don't have to do is you don't actually have to build the houses, right? You can still craft, do the armor stuff. You could probably still scrap all the other items and such. It's just, you don't have to build your houses back up. So is what I see so far. So it's kind of, I don't know. Like I said, it's a heavy-handed way of removing the settlement system and having to make your own houses and such, right? But am I on board with it? Probably not, And then, you can't use the statement, though. Can't use the statement, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because it was slightly broken. But was it broken enough that it required a complete change, right? Or to completely eliminate it? No, not really. You know what I mean? Because it was, the piece that was broken about it was just that it was tedious. It's not like it didn't work. It wasn't like you couldn't. And we've seen many videos and, shots of what people have managed to build using the system. So again, it wasn't that it wasn't usable or it didn't work. So this is kind of one of those things, is like, yeah, it'd been nice if it was kind of one of those modular type things where you can elect to do this instead of, yeah, we're going to choose to make it so that you're not building any settlements, right? And then this is just one. It's just Sanctuary. It's just making Sanctuary this way. We don't know if all the others are like this. All right, so we got to talk to Codsworth. It still took us 49 minutes to actually end up talking to Codsworth.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
All right, let's see what else has changed. Hey, you're still here, bud.
Codsworth, you're still here. So, other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the hubby see you in that state, huh? Where is Sir, by the way?
They killed him.
They killed him.
Oh, Mum, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Oh, Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
All right. We'll let him know that he's been kidnapped.
Sean's been kidnapped. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna get my baby back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
Talking about somebody not listening or hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth. That's not even possible. 200 years. Are you crazy?
No, that's not possible. I wasn't out for that long. Not 200 years.
A bit over 210, actually, Mum. Give or take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack. You must be famished.
You're killing me, bro. You're killing me.
What? No. I need help, Codsworth, not food.
Mum, I've been thinking. If something is amiss, your loved ones may simply be hiding from the Red Menace.
I think we need to take you in for a checkup.
Or maybe evil leprechauns.
I have an idea. Let's search the neighborhood together. After all, Sir and young Sean, they're my family too.
Already looked out.
Codsworth, I already looked. They're not here.
Then they're really gone, aren't they? Oh, Mum.
He's out there. We're gonna find him.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, Mum? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
Probably should have pummeled you a few more. All right. Some people in Concord. Okay.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station? I shall remain here and secure
All right.
the home front.
First things first. We're gonna come in here.
Nice.
Get our grognack on. And then let's get our globe going. Yep. Grab that. Anything in the... Oh my god, a dinner fork. Well, it is a dishwasher. Right? It was a dishwasher, wasn't it? Hold on. Bobby pins! That's a washer, not a dishwasher. Oh my god. A dinner fork? Really? Oh, look at that. They put it up. Alright, so...
Hell yeah.
Really? She didn't say anything when I activated it. Or did I hit the wasn't anything too quick? Everything's all nice and neatly tucked away and everything. It's kind of hard to get used to. Not a thing. Is that a mattress? Whoop. God dang, man. Okay. So first things first, let's transfer. Give me my money back. All right. And then second, let's see. Whoa. Okay. I hate that, actually. Let's see. See what 4 steel. Now, normally I would have added in Crazy Earl's scrapyard, and I'll show you why. It bothers me that all you get is, well, this, I can't argue with that one, even though Crazy Earl's scrapyard gives you way more. So obviously I can, with the blueprint controller, I can do, oh no, obviously I can't do anything there. I can probably scrap this door. Can I scrap the house? I cannot. There's still some ruined house right there. Okay. Now, what I want to show you. All right. Oh! They're powered. I wish I had realized that before I just killed off a couple of them. All right, so this guy. Steel. 10 steel. Now, Crazy Earl's scrapyard. They'll give you steel, cloth leather seats, right? So you get cloth, you get leather, you get some nuclear material, right? From the engine. You'll get gears and screws. So it's just a more detailed list. This right here, this just tells me somebody was lazy when they put the list together. You know, just okay, I can't think of anything other than steel, right? And it's like, you know, for us looters, people that like to loot, yeah. So I think it's a L. It basically, it just takes an L, big time. So yeah, this 10 steel, really, just a big L. 10 steel, right? So Crazy Earl's scrapyard, in my opinion, is just way better. Now, some of these things, you know, are just rubber, you know, so, but like this right here, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's a little bit more to it when you're doing the way I like it. Okay. I'm just hitting up a couple of things. Now, I'm not mad at the fact that the street lights work. I am curious, though, what are they plugged into? Where's the power source coming from? Right? All right. So when we go into the house, right? And then what I'm looking at, all right, so we can scrap that. This is the other thing. 3 steel and 1 rubber. There's so much more to a refrigerator than that. Wood and cloth. So I just find it, like I said, it's like, let's just keep it simple. Nobody's going to question it. You know, it's just, hey. And then so I'm just going to put a couple of beds right here. To start. I wish we could scrap those so they're just not laying there. So you can take the doors if you don't like the doors there. That's interesting. You see, that was one that I didn't have a lockpick for before, but you can see I could just scrap it and all the content get transferred to, you know, the storage. And then if I want it, one more. Right. Come on, right there. Alright. So you can still scrap a good amount of stuff. And, you know, because you got to furnish everything, right? I mean, you got to supply real furniture that's actually going to be needed. So you can't just, and the houses aren't going to have that. Contents transferred to workbench. So that is fine. All right, I've scrapped actually and done way more than I was intending. But there's one last thing I do want to test. Are those lights on? I think those lights are on. They sure are. So what I wanted to test is this. Oh, wrong place. Just want to put a small generator. I just want to see. Okay. I was wondering if this was a thing, right? Okay. Alright, so I still have to do something like this. If I wanted to connect it to the house. I don't know if that's really going to do anything, but that is something I would still have to do. I was just wondering if those little what's the names were actually like, you know, switches or whatever, connections. So not a big deal. All right, let's we can be done with that for now. I am tired. There's two things I want to do, but they're in complete opposite direction of each other. And no, cooking is not one of the two. Alright, that's still a thing. Okay. Did I not get any more rad roach? I did not. Soup, vegetable, alright. Okay, that's gonna be annoying. Yeah, that needs to go. No, seriously, I can't do anything with her. I can't make her stop. There we go. All right, maybe that made her stop. Like, are you kidding me? It's one thing, you know, just for a quick animation to drink a sip, right? But standing there, just sipping, and are you serious? All right, so oh my God. I want to see what the dog looks like. I don't even need to get him. I just want to see what he looks like. Where is he? I would. All right, so he looks like his normal self.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
You lose your owner?
Lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Oh God. Seriously. Oh God. All right. I know what you're thinking. All right. We don't need to stay here. I'm afraid to drink more water because we'll be stuck drinking the water for the next 5 minutes. All right. It was either, I don't know if it was auto-saving or it just needed to reload Sanctuary again. Now, I never build out the Red Rocket anymore as a settlement. And the main reason I don't is because I read somewhere that Sanctuary, Red Rocket, and not Oberlin, but the farm, Abernathy Farm. They're all kind of like in the same grid per se. So if you were to actually, make those into settlements, then the game tries to load all of them together every time. And it could impact performance. So I never do the Red Rocket or the Abernathy Farm anymore. Now, again, this is whatever I read, could be wrong. And it could be just fine. Now, the Red Rocket one does make sense, though, since it's right across the bridge. So 2 settlements together, it is going to try to keep doing everything. So, let's see. This is the other thing. So that was the first thing. I wanted to go see what the dog looks like. We didn't have to fight the mole rats. They don't spawn until you actually go inside of the Red Rocket, inside of the garage. And I think you have to go actually into the office area. But I wanted to kind of see what was in here. You can see they got the cans all fancied up. Okay. So more water. We might try drinking some water here. Nope, not even close. All right. That might actually be everything. And all right, so we are hungry, properly fed. And we are properly hydrated. Let's see what it's going to do to us. Okay, that's better than whatever you were doing before. Oh, I can't move. So we're still doing something. Whether it's animating anything or not, I can't jump. I can't move. She's probably still mad that I cut her off the last time. I heard something. Maybe she's still eating and the animation just isn't kicking in. There we go. You see that? That's not okay. That is not okay at all. All right.
Clock's really strong.
Oh, okay. There you go. So for me, do I like that? Where, it just, I prefer that than, I kind of prefer it. I mean, I've seen other ways they handle it where you just can't do it. I think I prefer give me a chance, right? If it's an expert or master, yeah, you know, smack my hand and tell me I can't do it. But it's really strong, but it's advanced. You never know. I might just get that little thing. So it's kind of like, don't just lock me out of it because you think it's over my head. Give me a chance. Okay. Was it that late at night? I awake still tired. I understand. All right, so this is us. We don't like it. So, right before I go, I'm hitting the tilde key. Anybody that's played Bethesda games know exactly what that tilde key is going to be doing. So it is disabled. So we don't have the cheat terminal. We don't have the tilde key. We don't have, I don't know if we have backpacks of the Commonwealth. I'm going to say we don't because it didn't pop for us. So when basically what we're looking at is, I haven't seen, not to say that there isn't a way, but I haven't seen any indicator that there's going to be backpacks or any kind of portable storage where you can carry more than what your carry weight says there. Obviously, as I pick different perks, you know, I can level up. Oh, and this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. So I can pick armorer, I can pick rifleman, life giver, cap collector, lone wanderer, right? And then now, cool thing is, I think lone wanderer works even if it's just if dogmeet is with you. So that, for me, that's fine. So when I look at this and I'm looking at under the strength stuff, you can see we're not strong enough to do anything more than that. So let me hit that, see what that does for us. So we get 50 more carry weight right off the bat. We're tougher. I'm trying to remember if there's like, you can change your hair. I just don't know if you can change your appearance in the game. That's another thing. As you're leaving the vault, one of the choices it gives you is to change your appearance, right? So what my grand plan was, yeah, I'll accept this appearance for now, because as I, one, as I leave the vault, I can change it. Two, I can always just go into the main, the console menu and try the show race menu and see if that will actually pull up anything for us. But console doesn't work. We don't have the cheat terminal, and we were kicked right out of the vault. So we got, and maybe that's and maybe that's another I'm going to say heavy-handed way of getting rid of the whole vault thing, right? Again, like you said, or like we can all agree on. A lot of times the tutorial stuff, the initial stuff gets a little old after a while, especially after you've done it 100, 200 times. Yes, I understand that. And that's why when you do the alternate start shoutouts and everything like that, they really come in handy if they can get you, get the character creation knocked out and then get you started into the game. Personally, I will say this. Sometimes there's a narrative that needs to play out. Do you need all of what happens in the beginning to get a feel of what's going on with your character through the game? No, I don't need to see Codsworth change a diaper. I don't need to see Codsworth, I don't need to go and investigate my pre-war house necessarily. I don't need to talk to the vault guy and fill out all, and get him to convince me to sign up for the vault. Okay? At this point, we all know what it's all about. But when I'm exiting the vault, there are things that we're learning and doing that I still like to play out, right? The whole piece about them shooting, our spouse and stealing our son. It carries more weight when you can see it and experience it rather than just come out and talk to Codsworth about it, right? Because right now, really, yeah. I mean, beside the fact that we already know all this stuff, that's all Sean is right now, is just a person we mentioned in a conversation with Codsworth. We didn't get to experience anything to show us, oh, they came in, shot my husband, and stole my child. It's just right now it's just a piece of dialogue. So there's no attachment there. There's, what is our incentive? What is our motivation to go hunt Sean down, right? Who is Sean at this point? We don't know. We've never seen him. So, shoot, we've barely seen our husband, except in character creation, right? So, yeah, that piece, I don't know, could use some work. Now, like I said, I do like how barren some things are, but there is also that catch-22, that little piece there that says, well, be careful, because you still want your game to have something in it. There's still some things you want to be able to do. Okay. I came this way because there's some action down this way. But if you notice, there's still something else over this way as well. All right, there's action right over here. I never come this way, so I'm not sure what's up here. I'm just gonna run up this way just a little bit. The last time I was in a game and I ran up this way, there was like a whole town up here. Because as you can see, this is taking us back. So we're kind of behind where I was going to go. And the question is, what is this place? All right. I can't go this way. All right, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. All right. Interesting. Now, usually before I set off the Concord, oh wait, is it? I will come down this way a little bit. I thought that's what I thought I saw that. Are you serious? You're gonna miss all shots? I know my health is low because I'm about to die. Well, now the sad part is we're back in the shelter. Why are we back in the shelter? Well, because you can only save in survival mode when you sleep. So if you die, you go back to the last place you saved. Right? And there's no quick saving. So that's another thing that I usually will add is survival quick save. Or let's look in here real quick in the mod config menu. So this is our mod config menu and all the different mods. All right, let's see. All right, so we got XDI, we got workshop framework, active effects, anything, simple FOV slider. Now, we could see it says hardcore carry weight. We could turn that off. Save game. We could do a time slave, right? Every 5 minutes, right? And say, okay, yeah, do a time save, right? We could also do a autosave hotkey if we want. I'm gonna cancel. All right, so if I wanted to, I could say, all right, let's put an autosave key in here. Let's see, anything else? Nope. Immersive animation framework. I believe animations in combat, allow animations in power armor, allow, okay. Okay, that's not what we were thinking. All right, so take books is on, take from all containers. See, so right here, we can turn that off, turn that off. Well, we can leave that one on, consume flora off. That one hasn't bothered me at all. And then we have, okay. And then you can see right now, my first save setting slot. So I can save everything I did and say, okay. And I think from then on, I could probably, I might, next time I open this, get an apply prompt. autosave activated. So at least now it's autosaving every 5 minutes, which might not be a great thing. I can always change it, maybe 10 minutes. That means every 600 seconds instead of every 300. Yeah. So again, this isn't going to be, I mean, we could keep going and everything, but you see, I got my butt handed to me by some bloat flies. So we got work we got to do. But for me, in truth, this, oh, bless you. Did he just sneeze? My dog has allergies too. There's a lot of things that for me are missing. So one thing I would want is lootable crates. If I could, I would put in a lootable, immersive containers. Another thing I would want is I'd want I would add in the dimensional storage mod where I have basically kind of what's like a bag of holding, that I carry around with me that I can dump stuff into when I start to get overloaded. I would want the survival quick save so I can, save before I do something stupid, so then I'm not punished drastically by, being forced to start, like I said, and lose the last 20-25 minutes of gameplay or an hour of gameplay. You never, if you're only saving when you're sleeping. So, but with setting it to every 5 minutes is one thing, but still, I'd rather have more control than that. I would definitely have different clothing mods, but I have my 4 that I just I go with, and that's enough for me. I don't need a huge array or a huge number of them. The 4 that I put on are more than enough for me. I'd want ECO, and that's equipment crafting overhaul. That way I can, have more control over the crafting of my weapons. I'd also want TSS MSR, the Sole Survivor Military Service Record. I'd want that because I don't 100% agree with the idea that you start as a level 1 noob when the whole premise and the whole narrative of your story is that you're a military veteran. You know what I mean? If I was 17, 18 years old, fresh out of high school, graduating high school, and the narrative is that, I'm forced to pick up a gun and, avenge or rescue my family, you know what I mean? And having to learn as I go, that's one thing, right? Then I can see starting out as a level 1 noob. But if I'm a vet, sole survivor, it never made sense to me to start out at level 1. So that, it's like, no, there's a certain set of skills that you probably already have, and then the whole point is to expand upon those and build on those. So I don't subscribe to the level 1 thing, and probably never will. But so far, I mean, I have to say, it has been stable, it has been smooth, it has run nicely. Gotta work on these faces though for the presets or whatever. I don't even know, because even the regular Nora that popped up there was not I mean, I'd rather just go with the vanilla stuff if that's the case. There's our autosave. So, I mean, what I can say is there's potential, but there would be a significant number of things that I change, right? And it isn't even in reducing or eliminating any of the things that that the mod list has. It's more about adding to and enhancing some of the things. And in truth, I could get along just fine. The houses, honestly, I can take it or leave it. I don't. It's not my preference, but it doesn't bug me or bother me that they're that way, right? I don't mind it. I can go on, just fine. As a matter of fact, you just eliminated one concern or one care that I have in the game, and so you made that piece a little easier, but it wasn't necessary to do because it didn't bother me enough that I wanted it gone, right? That's the key. Other than that, I mean, again, I'd want more control over how I can make my character look. I'd want the console back, the command console back. I don't want that taken away. No one should ever really want that taken away. And it wouldn't be right to do so. And the reason I say this is because if it's an online game, if it's where you're playing with other players online, then yeah, you need to lock it down so people can't cheat. But when it's a single player game by yourself, then you don't have the right to say what they do. And remember, because the product is yours until you share it and you give it to somebody. You know what I mean? I share my Coke with you, and I get, I got 2 beers in my hand. I give you a beer, and you decide to go pour it out or something like that. I mean, dude, you're wasting a beer, but again, I gave it to you. It's yours to do with whatever. Once I gave it to you, I relinquished the rights to control what you do with it. The only thing is, if you try to give it to a minor, I'm gonna smack it out of your hand. I'm like, no, I'm not. You're not taking a beer that I gave you and giving it to some. You know what I mean? But if you pour it down the drain, you poured it down the drain. I'll be annoyed with you, but it's your call. It's yours. You can argue, well, it's their call to get, but I'm like, yeah, but I can't condone that. And it's like, if you had told me you were going to do that before I gave it to you, I wouldn't have given it to you. You know what I'm saying? Just plain and simple. If you told me you were going to pour it down the drain, I'd be like, well, why do I need to give it to you? Right? But again, like I said, if I just upload something and pass it out, it's not my call to lock it down so that you can't do the things you want to do with it. And so that is an argument we can always have, a debate we can always have. And you'd be hard pressed to convince me of the reasonings to lock something down that somebody can't have control over when it's their own single player experience. You know what I mean? Case in point, it's kind of like, remember Cyberpunk, and I think there were some issues before about how people would use or do things with Keanu's likeness. And I'm like, well, again, this is something there's a respect level, which I completely understand. It's like, come on now, don't do anything, gross or whatever. But then it's also, once you sign the release forms that this goes out and then you sell it to somebody, then it's their property to do as they will, right? And it's hard to come back to them and say, well, you used, you know what I mean? You did this or you did this. It's like, right, It's my own personal property and my own personal business what I did with it. So there's always that argument, So again, with this, it's like, how dare you take away the console command, the console, when it's none of your business what I do with it. In all honesty, that's the truth. It's none of your business what I do with it. Disabling it is kind of a trash move, in my opinion. Really, that's the way I kind of see it. It's kind of a trash move. It's like, now I got to go figure out how to re-enable it, because it's my content now. I got it. It's my game now. It's my list now on my computer. So now if I want to go and re-enable it, it's on me, right? And it's my choice. I mean, not to be unappreciative of the content, but like I said, you can go too far both ways, in a sense. All right, guys. Well, that's enough lecture time with JB. I got to roll. Got to go jump in the shower and go get my son. So, you guys, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you want, you can join, become a channel member. I'm thinking of some things I can do just for members. One thing I am thinking of doing, so feel free to comment, is members get access to videos a day or two early, right? Not saying that people are clamoring all over my videos or anything, but that's a nice thing for actual channel members, right? We'll see. That's something I'm toying around with, and maybe it's just certain videos, right? We'll see what goes on, what happens. You know what I mean? As we grow the channel, we will be trying out all kinds of things. And then your input is greatly appreciated. And that helps. And it helps to know what are the best ways to go. What are the best ideas out there? What can we do? Anybody interested in being a member? Say, hey, I'll be a member. Here's some things that you could do for members. Let me know. I appreciate all ideas. Good ones, especially. All right, guys. I'm out. We'll see you next time. This has been Cosmoem. If I got that right. Just look at the title. Okay. Peace.